Yeah, on the animal space, V-I-C-E, cause no vice is strong enough to go.
Alright, so I'm filming this right now. That's something a little bit different than what I typically do because I'm trying to be better at really recognizing when I'm struggling. I went to therapy for the first time last night, virtual therapy. Shout out Greta for being willing to work with me. And we talked a little bit about addiction and some of the struggles with that. And this is the first time really since the separation that I've really been struggling. And I'm frustrated by that because I felt like I was doing better. I haven't done anything right now, but I know that I want to. And I know that the reason that I want to is because I'm stressed as hell, because work freaking sucks, because I would rather escape to that type of escape and stimulation, and it just feels and sounds so much better than being where I'm at doing what I'm doing, because I work in a fast-paced, high-pressure sales environment where there's always a demand to perform and to keep other people at the right place doing the right thing. And if other people aren't doing what they're required to do, then I get the brunt of the blowback. And most of the time, I can deal with that just fine. Sometimes it's easier to just escape, and that's what I'm really wanting to be doing right now. So instead of doing that, I want to create better habits, and I'm here doing this. So I hope that that is helpful for anybody else out there who struggles in the same way. And whatever that is, for me, it's porn. And I know that that's what it is for a lot of people, and not everybody sees that as an issue. But the fact of the matter is that anything that detaches you from reality, or anything that creates unhealthy connections or unhealthy habits, is a problem. And when that's what you turn to over and over and over again, and when that's the only thing that you can turn to when you're stressed or when you're bored, that's a problem, right? Whether you think that porn by itself is an issue or not, addiction is never healthy, and addiction is never good. And that's hard to keep in mind sometimes when you have that addiction. In a clear frame of mind, in a clear headspace, but it's not healthy. It's not what you actually want or will find any real meaning out of. But in the moment, when that's what you're craving, when that's what your brain tells you that you want, you don't care. You could give a damn about any of the consequences. And I'm living proof of that, because I have known full well what those consequences can, will be, and have been. And here I am, and because I'm bored and because I'm stressed about work, that's what I'm feeling drawn to do. And if you don't believe that that's an issue, then I hope it's because your life has been exponentially better than mine and you haven't had to deal with those consequences. And I hope that you don't. But if you're anything like me, you probably have. You've dealt with those consequences. And any time that you're telling yourself that you don't care about those consequences, or that the consequences weren't that bad, it's likely because you are in some state of denial of, I would rather deal with the consequences than deal with anything else in life, because life is too hard and this gives me instant gratification. So that's where I'm at. I'm probably at this point, to make sure that I don't turn this off and then go do what I've been trying not to do, I'm probably just going to, instead of working, because I'll be honest, because I'm working on being honest, and you have to be, instead of working and jumping in and getting yelled at again, I'm instead going to continue working on developing better habits. Not necessarily good habits. I should be working, I know that. But instead, I'm probably going to jump in and start just watching some YouTube videos. My favorite right now, hands down, is Cinema Therapy. Cinema Therapy, phenomenal channel if you're a fan of movies and if you're a fan of self-help and self-betterment. So if you haven't checked them out, go check them out. It'd be wild if there is anybody who was watching this who was familiar with me and my content, but not Cinema Therapy or other larger channels. But I got to give credit where credit is due. I got to give those shout outs. So Cinema Therapy, amazing channel. I highly recommend checking them out. With that being said, guys, That's all I got for now. I will catch you later. Wish me luck. Stay strong. Be the best version of you that you can be, because you can.